Hello everyone, and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator VR. Um, it's been a while, mainly because, my goodness, March has been very busy. First, I went away with my parents at end of February, beginning of March, and we went on a trip, a cruise actually, out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we didn't get back until the second week in March. And then after that, we had to get ready for work, starting back up again. And then last weekend, I was at PAX in Boston. So yeah, that's one reason why there haven't been that many videos this past month, because I have been busy with vacations and work starting back up and all that. In fact, the only reason I'm not working today at this very moment is because it's raining outside. So yeah, finally got a point to be able to record one of these, and boy oh boy, there is quite a bit to talk about. Quite a bit. So since last game, I have finished. Since last video of Watch Talk, I have finished Blade and Sorcery, which that was a fun game. That was a real fun game. Definitely enjoyed it. I actually lent a friend my headset while I was away on my trip, and he also played Blade and Sorcery a lot, which he said that, he didn't feel like he was as good at it as I was. And I said, well, give yourself some time. I've been playing VR for years at this point, and, just because you're not, as good doesn't mean you can't be. So, but yeah, he played that, and he also played Waltz of the Wizard, which he also really enjoyed. Actually went over, it was the day before I left, I went over to give him the headset, and I also showed off some of the games I thought he would really enjoy, including Waltz of the Wizard and the Blade and Sorcery Nomad, just to give an idea of how it works. And yeah, he definitely enjoyed it. I keep on telling him, being like, no, man, if you get your own headset, you and I can play these games. Well, I'm not sure about Blade and Sorcery or Wolf the Wizard, but we can play other games like Demio or the zombie game Arizona Sunshine together on VR. We do play games online together a lot. We're playing Borderlands 2 right at this moment, as well as we played Sunderfolk, which if you haven't heard of Sunderfolk, is a fun game about little woodland forest creature characters who are trying to save their home from an ancient evil. It was a lot of fun. It was a great time. Great time. I highly recommend. Only one person needs to buy it as well. Like, one person buys it, then they can stream it, and people need to get the app on their phone that they can then use to join the game by scanning a QR code. And it's a lot of fun. And we've also played games like Terraria and Repo. And have we played Lethal Company together? I'm not sure if he and I have played Lethal Company. I have played Lethal Company with other people, including my brother and another friend of mine who was actually his brother. Lethal Company did not grip me as much as like Repo did. Repo was a lot of fun. There's a lot of physics-based shenanigans that happen, whereas a lot of times in Lethal Company if you don't have a weapon or a way to defend yourself from the monsters, there's not a huge amount you can do other than try to outrun them, which can be tricky. But in Repo, depending on what monster you're going up again, will determine how you approach it. Like some monsters you can hide from, some monsters you can pick up and throw around, either to kill them or just get them out of your way. Or I feel like a lot of monsters in Lethal Company, I mean, there is strategy to it, but I feel like a lot of the monsters in Lethal Company are just, you see it, you run. You know, which isn't bad, but I don't know, Repo, I just enjoy Repo. And you can play with more people with Repo. I guess there are mods also. Like if you wanted to... Can I get up on this? I don't have a jump button. Like, if I were to pick a game that I wanted to play with a larger group of people, I would probably pick Repo. And I don't know, I think that Lethal Company might be a fun game to play with maybe some smaller group of people. For both games have the, you know, internal mic where if you make noise, then the monsters are more likely to hear you and to come after you, so... Anyway. Oh, down we go. Enough about that. So, yeah, I went on a trip out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida with my parents, which was a great time. We went to a few places in... What is it? Was it really a Caribbean cruise? We stopped at a couple places in the Caribbean, including Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. But I think mainly we went to, like, South and Central America. Like, we went to Curacao, one of the ABC Dutch islands. We went to Cartagena, Colombia. Went to the aviary there. Oh, the aviary was great. A great time. It was a lot of fun. With all manner of birds, which, you know, is common occurrence in an aviary is birds. Kind of the whole reason why you go there. To an aviary is for birds. But, yeah, there was a great time there. We went to the Panama Canal, which is also great. They actually took us through the canal, and they were giving us a little... Kev's getting his helter-skelter cleaned now, is he? That's hilarious. Oh, that's the guy who had me clean the carousel. I don't remember the carousel, but during a carousel job, the helter-skelter being as dirty. Maybe it's only a recent occurrence that caused the helter-skelter to become dirty and filthy. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so in Panama, they took us through the canal. They kind of explained how it worked and everything, little history behind it as well, which was really cool. And we went on a riverboat cruise, and we saw monkeys, including there was the howler monkeys, which sadly they did not do the howling for us. But there was also a little tamarin monkeys. Very, very small, very tiny. They actually came onto the boat. The guy that we had on our boat, he had like mashed banana that he would smear on the side of the boat, and they would come down right onto the boat. Oh, it's a great time. Great time. But, yeah, so it was also very hot and humid, as it is. And when we left, it was still very snowy. So, yeah, when we got back, and apparently a warm spell when we were away, so when we came back, there was much less snow, but still some snow. But yeah, I'm ready to get back to it. But yeah, lose my train of thought here, with my ADHD kicking in. So, the trip also, we went to Costa Rica, or Costa Rica, as I like to say. I don't know why I say it like that. For the longest time, that's how I'd like to say I think I got it from a TV show, although I forget. Like me, I can't remember which TV show I got it from. Yeah. We went to a plantation. There was supposed to be what we thought was like a rainforest walk, but it was mainly just really a plantation and a canal cruise, canal tour. We saw more monkeys, some sloths, caiman, crocodiles, lots of birds. But yeah, we went on a lot of the naturey excursions, which were fun. I do enjoy the nature stuff. And the last place we started out, like I said before, was Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. We didn't have an excursion for this one. We just kind of walked around the port area, which was fun. It was probably the hottest of anywhere else we had been. There was very little shade, so we didn't spend a huge amount of time on that. And here's the thing about a lot of the places that we went to is, like, I think Cartagena, Colon, and Costa Rica. We actually went to port, like actually on like dock or whatever you want to call it, and unfortunately there were, well, I guess technically in Panama, and they didn't get the ship to Colon until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But we did get off the ship early. They put us down on lifeboats, which when you're in that, when you're down that close to the water and you've already seen crocodiles, trust me, you will be very nervous. But essentially, I think it was, on Georgetown, the Cayman Islands, it was too shallow for us to get to the dock, so they took us over in tenders, which they really packed those tenders. Like, we were like knee to knee with people packed in like sardines. And here's the issue that I had was, well, at least I'm not sure about the I think the ride in wasn't as bad because we didn't go in right away. We kind of waited until the rush was over and then we went. Because we didn't have an excursion going on, so we didn't worry about. It's like, oh, we have to make our excursion at a certain time. But the ride back was annoying because there were people who, when they send you, they put you in there. I think personally they should think, all right, all the way to the back and as far in as you can go, so that people don't have to like climb over you to get to fill in the seats. And there were people that were sitting very close to the front that we had to basically like climb over to get to our seats because they wanted, I guess, maybe a seat spot closer to the when they dock. They want to be able to get off faster. I don't know, but yeah, the second tender that we went on was a bit more, the guy directing people where to sit, being like, okay, all the way in the back and as far in as you can go. It's like, no, you can't sit there. That is for, later people who come in. We're going to fill in the back first before filling in the front. Thank you. Move along, please, move along. Which I think I would prefer that. Is that? Yeah, okay, we're almost back to the front. There, hold on. What am I on? I'm on 15. Okay. No, that's probably fine. But yeah, it was still a great time. Definitely enjoyed. Definitely recommend you get a choice. And my dad is a deal hound when it comes to finding trips like these. Originally, we were going to go like right after Christmas, like around there, but we thought that would be too soon after Christmas. Everyone's going to be traveling. Things are going to be a lot crazier. So we decided to do it. Same trip, later, but it was later in the year, which pretty sweet spot for me because I go to back to work like end of March, early April, depending on the weather, and yeah, it was a great opportunity for me to go on a trip with my parents, which I really enjoyed. And we actually got a cabin with a balcony, which we spent more time out on the balcony, I think, than the rest of the ship while we were at sea. We'd get our food and just go and sit on our balcony and as we watch the waves go by, play some games, watch some TV. It was very relaxing. There was always plenty to do too, and because we were going to multiple places, it didn't feel like we were, getting kind of stagnant. Like a couple years ago, I went on a trip with my parents out of Boston to Bermuda, and we were at Bermuda for a few days, but it felt a little bit like, a couple days at sea to get there, and then we were 3 days in Bermuda. But because we were doing multiple places, it felt a little bit more, it felt fresher, because you weren't like, it's a new place every single time. We're never at the same place more than one day. It also meant that there was much less we could go out and do, because we were only limited to 1 day being there. So, but it was still a fun time. Got some fun souvenirs, and my cat was, we got him. Someone from town was actually watching him, who loves cats but doesn't have any cats of her own, and we picked her up. A hand-carved cat statue that said Costa Rica on it from like a little craft market, and she has cat stuff all over her house, but she doesn't actually own any cats herself. So yeah, she had a great time, and Oscar had a great time, and my cat Oscar. So when we got home, it was like, yay! It was good to be home, good to see my cat, good to finally kind of relax. Except 2 weeks later, and last weekend actually, we went to PAX, which was also really kind of crazy because it was 4 days. I got 4 day pass going into Boston, and I decided to take the train, and rather than deal with the parking at the convention center, which is always crazy, and driving into Boston during the weekday is also really crazy. So I just said, you know what? I'm not doing that this year. I'm taking the train. Unfortunately, that also means that I am at the mercy of the train schedule, and sometimes the train did not arrive on time, or it was, certain time being like, there's an event going on at the convention, but the next train after that is, like, what day was it? Saturday, there was an event I wanted to go to at the convention that got out at 11:30 at night, and the last train from the station was 11:50. Well, I knew for a fact I wasn't going to be able to get to the train station. In that amount of time, because I have to, leave the convention center, walk down to South Station, get on the Red Line, the T, the subway, go all the way on the Red Line to Porter Station, then go up this really long escalator, then go outside of the T station to the train station, and then board the train. I knew for a fact I wasn't going to get there in 20 minutes because, whatever. So I made alternative transportation arrangements. I got a friend of mine, actually the same friend that I lent my headset to while I was away in on my cruise, to come and pick me up at Alewife, and then I stayed over his place rather than take the train all the way back out to where I live, which is further out in the boondocks from where he lives. Although, yeah, I think getting, well, I don't know, potentially staying over his place every night may have been easier, but I didn't stay up that late every single day at PAX. I usually caught not early train, but not like super late train. I got home, enough time that I was able to, kind of relax before bed, except for obviously Saturday night. And my mom actually went twice this year. She had gone once last year, and she could caught the bug, the PAX bug, different from the PAX plague, which is, you get sick from spending so much time around so many people. But I had a lot of fun with her, and also there are my brother and sister-in-law who were also there, and I saw them as well, and we had fun too. So my mom only went Thursday and Saturday. So Friday and no, she went Sunday, Thursday and Sunday. So she and I kind of went in on the train together those days, and then the other days I just riding myself on the way in. But I actually enjoy the train ride. I enjoyed it, and I didn't have to worry about driving in and dealing with all that hassle, which was good. Did appreciate that. But yeah, fun things happened to PAX. Did quite a lot of... I tried a lot of games, including there was a game called Do a Crime, very similar to Untitled Goose Game, if you're familiar with that, where you control a raccoon that goes around and causes problems for people, like knocking over trash cans, stealing food, just being a general nuisance as, raccoons... Oh, I can't do that, my neck. Ooh. Just as raccoons are a lot. That was a lot of fun. I got a little... They had like this instant camera where they're taking mug shots of people with the raccoon. They had a little raccoon plush, which was fun. And another game I tried was... I'm trying to remember what the name of the game. It was a game about cursed gingerbread men attacking you. You're like a baker and you're trying to bake things to defend yourself from the cursed gingerbread men, like the gingerbread zombies or whatever. Like Ginger Dead. There we go. Yeah, Ginger Dead. And I can't for the life of me remember, but I believe it's coming to VR. That's what they said. So yeah, maybe look forward to that as a future series on the channel. Definitely would enjoy playing that game in the VR. I feel like with normal controls, I wouldn't say struggle, but it was sometimes difficult to do the, figure out, I'm supposed to, move the thumbstick like this around. I feel like, if I'm just, stirring something, I had to, oh, not on that, no, moving my thumbstick and I'm just turning around, but actually, move my thumbstick in a circular motion, which can get a little bit, annoying doing that in real life on my controller, but doing this in VR, much easier, much simpler. So yeah, that was another fun game that I tried. There was also, what was that other game we tried? Oh yes, God Save Birmingham, which is a zombie survival game, but it's set in, medieval Europe. So, there are no, guns or health kits or anything like that, or vehicles, really, to help you deal with the zombie horde or what have you. It's just you're a peasant living in a village that has been overrun with the undead, and you have to deal with, food and being tired, sick, all that good stuff. And I mean, what an interesting what an interesting idea for a game, because everyone's done zombie survival games set in the modern times, and it's like, oh, you have to survive for X amount of days before rescued or what have you. But I don't think I've ever seen a medieval game where zombies were, you're surviving against the zombie horde, and you have to manage all this interesting stuff. I don't think I've ever actually seen something like that. It was very cool, very cool. I got to try it out for a half hour, and you can find weapons and food and all that, but your weapons, they don't really. I didn't actually break any weapons, but they did, went from sharp axe to dull axe. So you found whetstones or grindstones or what have you to basically fix and make sharpen your weapons so that they do more damage or what have you. I never really felt super. Oops. Apparently, I can get up on this. Didn't know that. I never felt like I was really in a comfortable place because I had all these different stats effects going on, but I never really felt like, oh no. You have to approach these games. You have to approach these games carefully, because sometimes being like, oh, it's a zombie game, I'm gonna go over and whack that zombie with a stick, but then you go over and whack him with a stick, and it's just like, yeah, he turns around and bites you. So you gotta be a bit more strategic. So that was a fun game. There are also a number of board games and tabletop games and panels that I went to. There was a panel that I really enjoyed, which I'm going to use in my online games. Get to use the information I got. I was dealing with ADHD in tabletop RPGs, and I have I struggle with my ADHD. When I guess I'll sometimes get distracted or I'll go off on tangents when I am the DM, and as the DM, people are less likely to be like, can we move on or what have you. We're kind of getting off topic because you're the DM, so if you're going off topic, there's usually no one's going to be like, excuse me, DM, do you mind can we move on? Usually, the DM is the one who sets the pace and all that. So I often will catch myself, but I have struggled with that in the past. The panel was ADHD and Dragons, which was very useful. I found the speakers very helpful in understanding some methods, and I am definitely going to be taking them to the table. But, yeah, so are we, hold on, how far up did this go? Am I still only, okay, here's the end of this right here, and then I have to do the top, okay. Just going along. It's difficult when it's a spiral like this, so that it looks the same basically all the way up, so sometimes I'm just like, how much have I actually been doing? It's, trying to just keep track of where I've been, what I've done, how much I have left. Not sure how long this video is going to be, because it's not, I did skip a month. The last one of these I did was back in, it was beginning of February. Very much still a lot going on as far as, things to talk about, at the holidays before then and what have you. But, yeah, I feel like I've already talked a lot about what I have done on, in the last couple of months. The big thing was the trip, the cruise ship I took with my parents, And then, of course, there was PAX. Well, we've talked already about the big thing with PAX. Of course, I did buy a lot of things at PAX, actually, probably more than I should have. Including, I got a Trogdor plush. If you're familiar with Trogdor, from HomestarRunner.com, he is the Burninator, and he burninates all the peoples in the Thatcher Cottages. So I got a plush from Fangamer, which, you know, I mean, pretty fun. Got a couple packs of cards from Game Stuff, and did I actually get any games? Oh, I did get a new game. I got a little card game called Drinks with Frenemies, which is similar if you've heard of Flux, in which case Flux is a game where the objectives and rules are constantly changing. They're in flux, which my mom got last year from PAX, which we have played a lot and we both do enjoy. But this one, Drinks with Frenemies, is basically a drinking game where you draw cards and you play cards. Depending on what cards you play determines like who drinks, and they're basically when you get the card that says the game is over, that's it, the game is over. And I'm trying to remember what the win condition was, if there is a win condition, or it's just an excuse to drink, you know, with your friends. I actually don't know. But yeah, I picked that up. They also had a Kickstarter going that I supported because I got I got a free spin of the wheel, which actually also came with another pack of cards. So I got 2 packs of cards, one of which I gave to my friend who came and picked me up. I let him have choice between the 2 because they have like different, there's different versions of the game. So I gave him a choice between 2 versions, and I picked the one. Both of them I liked. So I like, here, you came all the way to L Life and picked me up, so you get first pick, and I will pick whatever you don't. So I was happy either way. And we'll probably end up playing these games together in any case. So, I mean, it's not like we're going to, you know, not play them together. But yeah, what else? What else did I see? Oh yeah, they had, if you're familiar with Jackbox, they had the Jackbox was there, and they had their little stage set up where they were playing games. They had games going pretty much the entire convention that you could just drop in, drop out, play, or be an audience member. But they also had a couple of different shows that they did, the panels, where people from the Penny Arcade, you know, like there was Jerry Holkins, who was the writer of Penny Arcade, and did Microlick play as well? Or actually, you know what, I think he was sick this weekend. He was supposed to be there, but I think I remember correctly, he came down with something and wasn't able to attend, which is unfortunate. Yeah, they had one show on Saturday in, I believe it was the Bumblebee Theater, I forget. Then they had their big show, on Sunday, that was just in the main theater, and that was, oh my, that was a good show. That was a big screen. We got some good seats, and yeah, it's always a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun watching these guys play Jackbox. I also picked up some Jackbox games. There was a sale going on currently, and I picked a few of them up because I was like, oh, these would be fun party games to play with friends, and, you know, pick a couple of them up and see what people are interested in doing. So yeah, got that in my back pocket for like an online game with like a large group of people. Whenever I get a large group of people online to play games. And, you know, the nice thing about Jackbox is that, again, only one person needs to buy it, which is very good. Alright, we are slowly making our way up. I'm pretty sure I've cleaned the entirety of below us. Although, if I know me, I probably missed one or two. Where's the... Not that button. Where's the button that... No, where's that button either? Which button? There we go. There's the highlight all dirt button. We can use that to figure out where the dirt is and of next time. In any case, so yeah, that was last month for me. And I was originally going to do a wash talk when I got home from... Actually, no. I was going to do a wash talk right before I went away. And I'm going to, kind of tease for next wash talk that I have something big to talk about, which is going to be my trip. I ended up being too busy actually getting ready to go away on the actual trip, and I did not end up doing that. So yes, I already talked about the trip. I feel like I'm missing some things from in context for both PAX and the cruise, but for life of me, I can't remember. I cannot remember whatsoever. I'm sure it'll come back to me after I'm done recording. It'll be like, oh, bollocks! I should have mentioned about this, but right now I cannot remember at all. Anyway. Oh, I was also... I didn't do a wash talk after I got home from the trip because I actually ended up being sick. I caught some kind of chest bug or flu, and I'm not sure if I got it on the trip or if I just picked it up on the way home, maybe on the plane or what have you, I don't know. But I was pretty sick for a week, so that's why I didn't do a wash. And that's one of the reasons why there also haven't been any new videos for a while, because when I had left to go on my trip, I had made sure that I had enough videos coming out to cover the amount of time I was going to be away. And then when I was like, oh, okay, when I get home, I will be sure to, start recording. I'll do like a wash talk, and I'll, explain, let people know, just like, hey, I went on a cruise, and I, this happened, and that happened, and this happened. But yeah, then I ended up catching a stomach bug or a chest flu, or I actually don't know what I had. It started off basically my throat was sore and I was kind of raspy, and it kind of transformed from there into basically me being very tired and coughing up phlegm, and yeah, it wasn't a pretty thing, but I feel much better now. Of course, the weekend was very tiring, and I did not, as far as I can tell, I did not get sick from anything over the weekend. I did not catch the PAX plague, which is very good. So, because I am also back to work. So, last thing I want to do is become back to work and get sick again. That would not be cool. They have spring cleanup to do for all of my clients, and I'm sure they're as excited for spring as I am, because my goodness, we had quite a winter. Struggling to find the word there. Hold on. Yeah. Messages. Okay. Actually, I brought my Switch to PAX just to kind of play, waiting around in line or like on the train or what have you. I don't really think I used my Switch all that much. I used it a couple times, mainly when I rode on the train by myself, but I also have been really getting into, there's an app, or I guess there's an app, but there's also a website called Hero Forge, which I have been using. I actually used it a lot on the trip as well. I brought my Switch on my trip, and I barely used it because I was, doing this thing. Hero Forge basically lets me make little custom minifigures for my tabletop games, but I have basically just been making them and taking snapshots of them and sharing them rather than actually buying them. And the reason being is that I have a number of characters in the D&D game I have going online with some friends, and I find it difficult to describe, like, oh yeah, they're dressed in like this and they look like that, and I find it difficult to put exactly into words my how I picture them in my mind. But Hero Forge helps me do that because it can just basically make them a little figure, and then I color them, take a picture, a snapshot, and I share it on the Discord where all of my players are, and they can see. It's like, oh, that's what that person looks like. I mean, it's not exactly like they have, obviously pre-made, pre-designed things on there. So if I have like a very extravagant idea of how someone works, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. Clean these down here as well. Yeah, I can't get any closer to that. I'm gonna have to maybe come back. There we go. There we go. Just kind of spray the wand up and down as much as I can, even if I can't see, just hoping that I can get the last bits of dust and dirt and grime and what have you. Okay, we're at the top now. Very good. We have to go around this final level, and up there's I'm just standing on the railing now. Okay, standing on the railing. Okay, we'll do up here, and then we'll do around the base and the floor and the railing. Sounds about right. Okay, just up and down, clean. So yeah, I have been definitely doing a lot of that just on my phone, and less using my Switch and what have you and other things. But I have definitely had a nice full couple a month. Mainly just like 1 month full, because February, at least until the end of February, wasn't super busy. I mean, it was busy as far as we had snow and I had to do a lot of shoveling because of said snow. But as far as, everything else, not a huge amount going on in February. March was the big month with everything, with the trip and PAX and all that. It was almost too much doing PAX only 2 weeks after getting home from a trip. But yeah, it was definitely worth it because we had a great time. I think Mom and I are planning on getting lodgings closer next year. I think she wants to come the whole 4 days next year. So she will probably... Is that metal? Okay, it is metal. I need... How much plastic metal cleaner? There we go. Oh. Okay, there we go. Is that doing anything? I actually don't know if it's doing anything. Anyway, oh yeah, something else that actually my mom got at PAX. She bought, what did she get? She got the Terraria board game, which I had seen. I think it was on Kickstarter last year, and I debated whether or not I wanted to get it. If I had other Kickstarters going on at the time that I was invested in, and I was like, probably shouldn't do any more. I'll just look at it when it comes out. And we saw it at PAX. They had the Kickstarter versions, so it had all the extra stuff from, the Kickstarter stretch goals and all that. So, Mom decided to get it because it's a game you can also play by herself. And we got a little tutorial, like it told us how, the game, you set up the game, how it plays, how it starts. It apparently always starts the same way, which I feel like missed opportunity for like random seeds or spawns or what have you, like in the actual Terraria game. But maybe it's supposed not really. So maybe it's not really trying to do that. Maybe it's trying to be more of a experience that. I mean, the game starts the same way every single time. There's a little bit more element of being able to down here. Familiarity, at least at the beginning. I don't know about some of you, but I have started Terraria, and I spawned immediately beside one of the evil biomes, like the Crimson or the Corruption, and it's like, oh, well, that sucks. So, anyway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out. The game you can, like I said, play solo, but, Mom and I will probably end up playing it. They also had Slay the Spire, the board game, which they have a Kickstarter on right now for the Downfall version, which it was originally a mod where you played as the bosses, I think, for the first. Is it the first? I'm trying to get back up here. I'm failing. The first. Oh, this is all metal. Okay, I should come here with the. I should just get as much as I can off, and then come back with the metal cleaner. I believe it is all of the first tier bosses. So like the slime guy, and the Hexaghost, and what was that? I forget. The Guardian, whatever it's called. The guy who like balls up into sharp spines. But I already have the Slay the Spire board game that I kickstarted a couple years back, and I really enjoy that one as is. I'm not sure if I need another one, because it's also really big. It takes up a lot of room on my shelf. It's like, I'm not sure I need two of them. I mean, I did check it out at PAX, and it did seem pretty cool, but I'm just like, I'm not sure if I want two massively big Slay the Spire boxes on my shelf at home. So, I mean, that is the nice thing about video games, is that you get them on Steam or whatever console you use. You get the digital versions, which basically mean you don't have to worry about if you lose or break the disc or what have you. You can just read down, if you download it. And if you don't want it on your drive anymore, you deinstall it. So, yeah. It takes up much less room it doesn't take up any physical room, really. It just takes room on your drive. So, but yes, that was a kind of big thing that we were really into. And Mama and I are really bad for each other when we go to places like this. And we learned this on the cruise as well, because she and I like to spend money on cool things. Like, my dad is a bit more frugal with his money. Like, he'll spend money on trips like the one that we did, but he will often go for, the bare essentials at home. Although we did get the chimney cleaned today, and I think that we only ended up doing the clean the chimney because Mom pressured him into doing it. She's like, it's been so long since we had the chimney cleaned, and actually we found out when we got home from... Here's another thing. When we got home from our trip, we found that there were squirrels living in our chimney. So, yeah, we had to get them removed. And then we were like, we should put a cap on the chimney to keep squirrels from getting in there again. And we should also clean the chimney out while we're at it. So, yeah. That is... That is how that happened. But yeah, Mom and I tend to... When we're seeing something, it's just like, oh, that looks really cool. And just like, oh, well, let's take a look. And you're like, oh, that's kind of expensive. Like, oh, well, let's go have these in on it. And it's like, oh, okay. And then we end up doing that a lot. And we end up spending probably more money than we should have. So, but you know what? That's okay. What is the point of money if not to spend it? Although you should probably focus on spending money on important things like food and shelter and rent and all that before you being like, oh, that's a really cool thing I want to buy, but I have to choose between that and food today. Just like, I would probably go for the food. You know, like, that thing is not going to sustain you, and it's probably not going anywhere. You can probably always get it later. When you have enough money to spend on food and it. But yeah, I probably spend more than I should at these things like packs and vacations and all that. But you know what? They say a fool and his money are soon parted, and I tend to... Oops. I tend to agree with that a bit. Just going around checking while I'm heading down. I need to get my stool or a ladder to get to the top of that. And oh, I have to do up here, but I'm not sure if I can really reach that from down here. I can kind of reach it. My neck, though. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get this. And use this for the final bit. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, yeah, there's all this here. We're going to turn you around. Put you right about... Oh, come on, come. The little finicky. There we go. Because this curves, it's not that easy to do. Anyway, now that I have kind of filled you all in on the goings-on the past month or so, allow me to give you some updates on the channel. So, current series we are doing right now is Boneworks. I will try to have more videos out, maybe not this week because I'll be busy with back to work and all that good stuff. I will endeavor to record some maybe over the weekend for next week. But yes, it's been a little while since I played Boneworks. I haven't played it since before I actually left on my trip, so it's been about a month, or over a month at this point. We'll try to get back in the swing of things. But we have finished Aiden Sorcery Nomad, which I think is potentially my favorite VR game I've ever played, because my goodness, that game is so much fun. It gets you moving too, which is really cool. What to say about me as a person? I like the hyper realistic, violent game. Well, you know, sometimes when you play games, you want to blow off steam, and that is fine. You know, that is... Come on, there you go. That is perfectly reasonable. But yeah, I am definitely going to be doing more Boneworks, and there might be, you know, once... Last year for spring, we did, what was it? It was Sushi Ben, which was a fun little, almost like one of those novel, like graphic novel things. What do you call them in the gaming thing, where it's just basically go around and like there's text, but there was also like mini games and other things to play. But we did that last spring, and that was a great time. I definitely enjoyed the change of pace from that, especially after coming off of what was the game that I came off from that. That was what was it called? After the Fall, the Frozen Zombies game. Which I do love a good zombie game, but sometimes you gotta take a break from zombies. And Sushi Ben definitely offered that break. So yeah, we will, continue on with Boneworks, but might also try to find another cozy, fun game to do just for spring that's not going to be super hectic and stressful for me, especially, starting work up. Which in the spring is like my busy season, so is the fall. So it'd be nice to have, something kind of cool and chill that I can do that is not going to be, this is also cool and chill, but I like doing this as more of like a one-off, once every month or so, just to do a little talk and upgrade. Not sure what game I'm going to do after this one's over, but there's also plenty more material in this game, not only in the story mode, but there's also like extra missions and DLC and other things. Not sure if I will do all of it, but there are other games I can play that are very similar to this. Like we did the demo of, what was it? It was like a tool game that involved like fixing and using tools. It was for National Worship of Tool Games last year. That I thought also had some, also potentially had some potential for a nice, fun, cozy game like this. So I'm pretty sure I haven't done the very top. This tall enough for me? Oh yes, it is tall enough for me to get over this. Although I'm not quite close enough for me to actually get on top of that. Okay, I guess I have to go around again and try to get the top. Woo! Here we go. London Zack is falling. Slam dunk. Cool. Okay. Put this. Oh, we can get right up to this. Oh, not quite right to the side, but close enough. Close enough. So I am curious as to all of you viewers, my beautiful followers and subscribers and all that, what plans, if any, you have for the spring, because spring has now officially sprung, and I'm definitely looking forward to the new weather. But what are all of your plans for the spring? I'm gonna probably spend most time working. I'm not really going away again for a while. Probably not until the summer. But yeah, I am curious what lies in store for all of you regarding the warmer weather. Oh, headset battery low. Oh, okay, I should plug in. Where's my plug? It's over here. Oh! Okay, the cord's caught on something. Hold on one second. Uno momento, por favor. There. Take that off. We're almost done, so I wasn't going to worry too much about the power, but I'm just going to just plug it in. Yeah, and take the cord and just kind of put it over my shoulder. So it's not... I'm going to put it over my shoulder. Can you go over my shoulder? There we go. I usually have a little battery pack that I would plug in to extend the life when I'm doing a long session like this, but I forgot to, so oh well, here we are. Do I have a stool? Or a ladder? I don't think so. I think this is basically all that I have. I'm just pressing the button and looking around, seeing if I see any glowing bits. Here, why don't I check what we have? Oh, not this. It is this button. 5th tier panels. Flagpole, 90%. 4th tier panels. Platform support. It is, oh. We have a lot of things that are still... Oh. I see you there. Aha, that was one thing. One more thing is clean now. I'm going to just press the button as I look around. Go down bit by bit. Ah, a little bit there. I'm not seeing any more down here. The trick as well of selecting the thing that is not completely clean yet. Oh, here we go. More railings done. Okay. Aha, there's this whole side here that I didn't yet. Here. No, I want this one. You go up one more. I also get the longer nozzle. Extra long. There we go. This will be useful getting the very tippy top of that. I wish I could get on top of that. That would be very good to get on top of that. I feel like I don't change the nozzle as much as I... No, not the nozzle. The, what do you call the extension? I don't change the extension as much as I could. Looking for any other bits that might be still there. I'm not seeing them. Ooh, down we go. Just kind of look up as I am. Aha! Going up. Oh, what's hell over there? It's kind of going up. Oh, my neck. Oh. Did my stretches this morning and everything, and I'm still feeling a little stiff. Okay, I need to turn around before this cord strangles me. There we go. I'm up here now. I think I want this one now. I think I'm close enough I can use that. Okay. 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 I can't quite see the top of that. No. I cannot. I can go. No, I cannot climb up there. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. We still have to do railings. It will flash. The railing will flash. Aha! Okay, I feel like I could have easily spotted that if I just turned around. Oh well. Roof. Uh-huh. Yeah, any bright ideas for getting to the top of the roof? Do I get enough done that I can just call it for it? I mean, I don't know how else to get to the top of that roof without a stool. Oh, there's a little bit right here. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Ooh. All right. Try that. Going up and up and up and up and up. I have no idea how long I've been recording. It's probably been an hour at least. Aha! Sleepy enough. Yes, enough. Now we can do roof. Oh. Oh boy. Please tell me I can get it clean enough. Please tell me I can just do it like this and not have to. Oh, Pete's sake. For Pete's sake, come on. Okay. It's not so bad. I just. Come on, give me the little ding ding. Say I'm done. Say I'm done with the roof cap. Come on. I don't see anymore. Okay. Let's. One annoying thing is having to move this, and then climb to the very top of it over and over. That's like very annoying. Moving up. Okay. If this went up one more level, this would be so much easier. But of course, it does not. I got my tiptoe, maybe. Oh. Yes, I see it's flashing at me, but I'm not seeing where else there's dirt on there. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There. Okay. I really want to finish this before I end the video, but if this takes too long just trying to clean the stupid roof cap, then I might just end the video and try to figure out how to do it later, because I am struggling to finish this off up here. Okay, now move it one more time over to here, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna move on and clean everything else. And then I'll finish the video, and that will be it. I'm pretty sure everything else has got to be clean. Yeah, see, all I really needed... I'm going to turn the flashing off. I know where this is. Roof cap is only 70%? Really? Are you... I didn't even see any more dirt up there. And probably like right... See, I needed one more... I needed one more... I need one ladder. I need one more level on this, or one ladder to get up high enough to get that, but... Of course not. Of course they couldn't just do that. Second tier panels. Where are second tier panels? How about third tier? Third tier all done? Yeah, everything's all done except for side frames and second tier panel. So look for the flashing second tier panel as we're going down. Look for it flashing us. Ah, my eyes. This is the second tier. Yeah, the second tier. That's first tier, second tier. Did I completely miss it? I have it selected, right? Yeah, it's selected. Am I just completely blind? Oh, it's right here. Okay. What dirt am I looking for? I see a little bit of dirt. Where's this dirt? Okay. To go up and check it. Up there. Wish I could run faster. Wish I could fly. Like, give us a jetpack. That'd be a fun way to clean. There we go. All done. One little bit of dirt I'm missing. And then side frames. Aha! I see you. Oh, I think I know how I'm gonna get that. Go all the way to the top. Oh wait, there's one right here as well. Side frame. Okay, look for the flashing one. It's gonna be right there. Okay, there we go. That one's done. All right, how many are there left? We have 2 more that are not clean. Look for them flashing. There's one right there. I'm not imagining that. That one was flashing, right? That one was flashing. Yeah, it is flashing. Okay. Like, I sprayed it. It stopped flashing. Just like, was that flashing or was that my imagination? There's one right there. Okay. I may have to go underneath to go down. There we go. That one's done. Then there is another one. That was... There you are. There. And now all that's left is the roof cap, but I honestly have no idea how in the world I'm supposed to get to the top of that, because there's no other ladder. There's no stool. And I don't think I can put the scaffolding at the very top. I don't think there's enough room for that. Now that's scaffolding over there, but I'm not sure if that's I can use that, so there's no ladders, there's no whatchamacall, stools or anything like that. So yeah, I don't I can't jump. I can't like get on top of this. I can't like pull myself up. So yeah, I don't think I can climb up to the top of that. Like this, I think was the highest on the actual tower I could get was up on this railing. If I can get back up on the railing. I was up on the railing at one point. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I don't know how to get up any further than this. And this, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is not going to fit up here. Whoop. This is not going to fit up here. This is too small of a space up here for this to go down. So I cannot put this down. Which is very annoying. Because that just means I'm gonna have to walk away from this unfinished and maybe look up how precisely I'm supposed to clean that final part. Because I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this part here in any case. So yeah, this has been April's Wash Talk. And hopefully I will get another one out by next month. But we shall see. Hopefully you have enjoyed. And we will see you all next time. Bye-bye!